Hi Aquarius, my name is Melanie and I'm Moon Soul Tarot. I'm going to be doing a reading for April 2019. I apologize for the lateness of this video. If you're here and your sign is not Aquarius, but you hear a message in my reading that resonates with you, then that message is for you. I'd like to say thank you so much for watching my channel. I'm so grateful to be able to offer readings here on YouTube. And if you would like a personal reading, you may contact me directly and my information will be down below. I'm going to shuffle now, and while I do, I'm going to tell you what I saw for your sign when I was meditating. So when I was meditating on your sign, I saw you pouring out a container of water, like a big water basin kind of. And water for me represents your feelings or your emotions. So I feel like maybe this month, the month of April, you're going to be possibly telling somebody how you feel. Speaking of pouring out water, so it's the Queen of Cups in the center of your reading. In the thoughts, you have the Hierophant. Nine of Pentacles in the You Now position. The Temperance card in the challenge for the present. The Two of Swords as the advice for the present. The Ace of Pentacles in the past position. Ten of Wands as the challenge in the future. Three of Wands as the advice for the future. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed as the outcome. And you have Justice on the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck energy is an energy that's making its way through. So the Justice card is really good, a really good card. It's a positive card. It represents justice. It could be justice in your life. You've been granted some justice finally. It could be the actual justice system. It could be like winning a court case, or just finally getting justice, the justice you deserve. So that energy is coming through, working its way through. Anyway, so now let's get started with the reading for April. So in the center you have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is a very loving, motherly energy, and the Queen of Cups is a woman who, like I said, is very loving and is focused on her relationships and is focused on her home. But she also is very caring. You see the way she's like holding onto the cup in a very caring and like she's just holding it with such care and like gentleness. So that's her, it doesn't have to be a woman. It could be a male or female energy, but that's the energy of the Queen of Cups. And she also has control of her emotions. She doesn't let her emotions get the best of her. So that's in the center of the reading. In the thoughts position is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant card represents, it could represent spirituality. It could represent marriage. Maybe you're thinking about marrying someone or asking someone to marry you. It could represent like a brick and mortar building. It could represent like a business or a big corporation that you work for. So something like that. I'm not sure. We'll have to dive a little bit deeper with that. So that's in your thoughts. So maybe you're thinking about that you want to marry someone. And the you now position is the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles represents a single person. She's a person who has everything that she needs. She's got plenty of money, and she's got luxury, and she's got just abundance, and she has that like by herself. This person in this card doesn't really need anybody or doesn't need anything from anybody. She's perfectly content in her own life being by herself. She can provide for herself, and yeah, she's doing okay alone. So maybe you're single right now, but you've been thinking about maybe getting married or at least having a relationship. In the challenge position, there's also some water here. So this is the Temperance card, and the Temperance card represents patience and balance. But in this deck, for me, every time I see this card, all I can see are these two cups here. So in all of this water like coming up, and water in the tarot is your emotions and it's your feelings. It comes and goes, it kind of flows in and flows out. And the Two of Cups, which this is the Temperance card, okay, but every single time I see this card, all I can picture are these cups here. And the Two of Cups and the tarot is like the Lover's card in the Minor Arcana. It's like a soulmate card. So the challenge, so this Temperance card is for you to maybe have balance. So maybe it's having balance over your own feelings right now, and having balance over where you are and what you're thinking about. So the advice here is the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords, so twos represent like decisions, right? Or choices. And in this deck, you can see this person has on a blindfold, and she's kind of like stabbing in the dark. She's taking a stab in the dark. And where she's at, she's outside, and it's like snowy, and so it's not like the best environment to be in. But I feel like the advice here This is a 2, and this is also a 2. I'm sorry, this is not a 2. This is the Temperance card, but I keep thinking it's the 2 of Cups. So I think the advice here is to take off the blindfold so you can see what's in front of you. And I feel like what's in front of you could be a soulmate. In the past position is the Ace of Pentacles. So, and aces are all brand new beginnings, and Pentacles could represent a new job or a new career, some new source of income, but it doesn't have to represent money. It could just be a brand new beginning that you open the door to in your past. And it's bringing some light in. It's letting the sun come in and shine on you. So it's positive. The challenge for the future is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a person who has a heavy load. They're burdening a lot on their own shoulders. They have, you know, this responsibility and this responsibility and this responsibility and this responsibility, and it just keeps going on and on and on. And they're just like bent over with it, you know. They're like burdened down by their responsibilities, and they're tired. They're a tired person. And the advice for you is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, so in the tarot, aces all represent new beginnings. And so you have this new beginning, right? And it's from the past, so I would say it's something pretty recent. Or maybe you started something and you didn't finish it. So the Three of Wands is a card of, you've had the start, you've had the 1, you've come to a crossroads on the 2, right? And you've chosen a path. And the Three of Wands is where you actually start to take action on whatever it is that you're starting. So the challenge is maybe going to be taking on too many things. And the advice is to know which things to put your energy into. So you can see on this card, she's like putting these flowers, she's putting her wishes into this well, and they're like being brought up into the universe. So I feel like the advice is to maybe know which one of these burdens on you, which one of these things that you've chosen to take on to yourself is worth action. And in the outcome position, you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And I don't really read reversals. But so the Wheel of Fortune is a card of just that. It's like a fortune, your fortune. It's like being lucky. So the Wheel of Fortune never stops turning, and sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. And so I don't know. I'd like to get a clarification for this card to kind of see a little more clearly about what we're talking about here. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? What is this Wheel of Fortune pertaining to? What is this Wheel of Fortune here for? What's the message of the Wheel of Fortune? Please tell us in one card, what's the message of the Wheel of Fortune? One card, please. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Okay, for the Four of Wands. So I feel like this is about a relationship. So let me just recap. So you need to gain control of your feelings and maybe show yourself a little bit more compassion and a little bit more care at this moment. You're obviously overwhelmed, and maybe try to have some self-care this month, in the month of April. It seems to me like you want to move forward with some type of relationship with this Hierophant card here. You would possibly like to get married, and I feel like there is a soulmate around you, and you need to take off your blindfold to be able to see them. And the clarification for the Wheel of Fortune card is the Four of Wands, and this card represents marriage. It could be marriage or your home, family life, relationships around your home. As you can see, there's like a little family here, and it looks like a celebration. So it looks very positive. I would say that in regards to the meditation that I did, if you have some strong feelings for somebody, that you need to let them know that. So that's what I see. Thank you so much, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and if you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next month. Bye.